back to my channel, okay? So I know I've been gone. I'm not even gonna waste time explaining to you why I've been gone, how long. We're just gonna end it with life. Life goes and I go with it. So you know, and that's not to say that bad things have been happening or I've been going through so much, but it's just when life goes, you go with it. So, okay. So this video, as you can see by the title, is about the products that I've been using for my natural hair growth. Now, previous videos you guys have seen me bald, completely bald, and yes, I am still semi-bald, but I'm really excited because for the past 2 weeks, well, really the past month, excuse me, my hair has been experiencing new growth and I cannot be any happier. I am so excited just because, you know, before I get into the products and everything that I've been using, I just want to say, you know, when you first cut your hair, sometimes we do it for impulse, you know, off impulse. Sometimes we do it because we have to. Sometimes we do it just for the style. But then once we get into the style, you know, a few months and a few moments in time, we realize that, hey, maybe I want to grow my hair out. So then we get to this notion of, you know, growing our hair out. And then once it starts to grow, or once we see little specks, we're like, oh, we're so excited. But sometimes when we don't see as much growth, like as you can see there's hair on my head, but in previous stages, you'll be like, oh man, I feel ugly, I don't feel pretty, I'm waiting for my hair to grow, patience, time's ticking, and sometimes we just feel like in such a rush to grow our hair that we kind of miss out on these fun moments where we see the little growth, the little new growth that is happening. So I just want to say, for anybody that's bald out there, before I get into any of the products and stuff that I've been using, no worries. Like, seriously, if you have to pray about it, pray about it. If you have to meditate on it, meditate on it. Whatever you do to make yourself feel good and make yourself feel calm, do that, because being bald is not easy. You definitely have to have that maturity that comes with it, because you're literally showing your bare face every single angle, wherever you turn, boom, boom, you're there. So I completely understand, and I'm going to help you through it and grow with me, so that way, you know, you guys can help me through it as well, because although it's not an easy journey, it is a fun journey if you make it out to be. So I'm going to talk about all the fun things that I've been using, and so in moments in time, like 2 weeks from now, I'll show you where my hair is, you know, if I see any like major changes, like, oh my gosh, you guys have to look at my hair, then I'll do another video as well, and I'll update you. But if I don't really see that much change, then, you know. So anyway, blase. What I can say is that when you're starting over with your hair and you're learning your hair all over again, especially when you've shaven it and now you're growing it back out, like I said, is not an easy journey, but we have to make it fun. But one of the most challenges that we face is using the same or similar products that we've used in before on our hair. Well, with me, because I, you know, have eczema, my hair, my scalp changes all the time. So if I shave it, if I cut it, if I dread it, if I do any type of new style, sometimes the moisturizers change as well. So I started off using like numerous products. Like I used the Cantu products. I was like, I've used Cantu before when my hair was, you know, when I had a fro, my hair acted so crazy towards it. So then I was like, okay, let's try olive oil. Olive oil is like the go-to. No, it didn't work. Then I tried coconut milk, which is what I've used prior years on my hair. That made my hair feel very britty, and it just and it just dry. So it was not retaining any moisture. So I was like, okay. I was literally spending so much money investing so much money on these products, and that's what we do as natural hair gals. We spend a lot of money on our hair just because it's a part of us, and it's a part of what makes us beautiful. So in doing so, I was like, okay, after I spent like $50 on so much of these products, I was like, okay, so let me just keep trying, you know? Of course I'm getting frustrated. Of course I'm like, I want my hair to grow, but my hair won't grow until I find the perfect, or at least a congruent measurement for my hair and regimen, excuse me. So I got my tools back out, and I was like, let me think again. So I figured this time, let's pull out the tricky spray bottle and let's see what works with water. So right now I'm using, well, first I was using Dew Growth. I'm sure you guys, that's a popular product, just like Miracle Growth, but it's a little bit stronger in my opinion. I was using Dew Growth, and I added water to it. Well, I didn't add water to it. I was using the spray bottle with water in it, and I was using the Dew Growth oil. So I would spray my hair with water, then I would do it down. Then I tried the Miracle Drops that everyone says, oh, my scalp it never inflated so much with Miracle Growth, Dew Growth, Cantu product. I mean, it was crazy. And again, I do have eczema, so my scalp and my skin is very sensitive and very fragile. So, you know, it can go either way. But for me, it just did not work. And I believe it's because when you have a strong product like Cantu, Dew Growth, Miracle Drops, Miracle Hair Growth, whatever kind of strong oils that you use, even, you know, almond oil. Almond oil tends to be a little bit lighter, but even with those oils, you have to use water. And how do I know this? Because my hair used to hate, it loved castor oil at one point, and then it hated it and another. So I was like, let me go back to castor oil, let me go back to coconut oil. And now I mix the coconut oil rooted spray, strong root spray, that comes in like a clear bottle with a brown top. And I'll show you guys that later. And I use the coconut oil, castor oil bottle. And I poured a little bit in there. And I was like, okay. And I make sure with any products that you buy, you want to at least have the first ingredient say water. If the first ingredient says water, majority of that, or a good percentage of it, is filled with water. That way your hair won't react so strangely to it. So even though the coconut oil strong root spray has water in it, and castor oil does not have water in it. I just cheated on that one. I still added water to my spray bottle because I was like, this is water. Come on. If you don't take water, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna grow my hair without any oils? Hey, some people do that, but because my scalp is naturally dry, it's only gonna irritate and itch, and I'm gonna be scratching for days. So that's what I have in this bottle, a big concoction of miracles, which is castor oil, coconut oil infused, and coconut oil strong root spray that you can get from Walmart. Shake it up, spray this, and again, it does not matter how many times you spray, just you want to make sure you feel your hair, you know, and it gets the moisture that it needs. So the amount of spray does not matter, just make sure it's good to go. But also, along with products, you want to make sure you're taking your vitamins. That's one thing that I've noticed, because when I was using the concoction, my scalp was itching, but not as much. So it's like, you know what? I'm at my last root now. Oh, I have one more oil that I use in this, but I'll explain that later. I was like, okay, so let's do vitamins. My hair loved, when my hair broke off from my fro years ago, I used to take the supplement Biotin. So I started doing that. I found products or vitamins, excuse me, not just products, vitamins with biotin in it. And this Hair Envy, I got it from, what are those stores called? I can't think of the name, but it's called Hair Envy, and it has 10,000 milligrams of biotin. And I was taking it, and I was like, my hair feels really good. Why does it feel so good? Not only does it have biotin in it, I look on the back, and there's also 200 milligrams of keratin in it. Anybody knows that keratin is rooted for strong protein. It's a very strong protein geared towards hair, as biotin as well. So when I found those two products, mixed them together, my hair feels good. Your hair can look good, but does your scalp feel good? You know, that's when you know you have healthy hair. Not only am I taking my 10,000 milligrams of biotin, I tried, and I am trying, the infamous Sugar Bear Hair Vitamin. These are vegetarian gummies. I'm sure I don't even have to explain it. You guys can just look it up and you know everything about Sugar Bear. It has a lot of biotin in it, so, and folic acid, so that's why I used it. And as soon as, literally the second I took it, hours later, I felt my hair warm up. I felt a change. So I was like, okay, I know biotin works for my hair. I know keratin works for my hair. Vitamin wise, I'm not going to try any other vitamin E, C, B, whatever. No, B works because that's biotin, but F, G, H, the rest of the alphabet. Use what works and find what works. So along with the products that I've used, I decided to look for one more oil that would be perfect for my hair, and that was a Keratin Healing Oil. When I put that in the combination, my hair didn't itch anymore. You know, because when I was just doing the coconut, the Castro, it was kind of tingling a little bit, but I used the vitamins, they started to warm up. Then I used the Keratin Healing Oil that you can get from the hair store. My hair just flourished. And now, as you can see, you know, you don't see it sky high. Come on now, give me some credit. But you see a nice, healthy growth. So, whenever you do take vitamins, you also want to take them with plenty of H2O, okay? Please, because you can take vitamins all day, but if you're not replenishing your soul, your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit with water, then honey, you can have as many concoctions as you want to. You will not have healthy hair. Okay, like I said, your hair can be long and it can look beautiful as can be, but you might have split ends, you might have a lot of dead ends, you might have a lot of damage, you might I mean, there can be so many things that is inside that could be wrong within your hair that you won't even notice. Well, that other people won't notice, but you will know because hello, it's on your body. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Please drink as much water as you can. This is probably my 6th bottle today, and it's not just to say gulp down hundreds of waters a day, but just take in a good amount so that way your skin not only feels good, but your hair can feel good as well. Again, this is a hair video. This is a hair tutorial. So I am showing you guys and exemplifying what has been working for me. Again, in the beginning stages when I was bald, completely bald with no hair on top of my head, I was freaking out. I was like, man, like, you know, I wasn't feeling as beautiful, you know, because I was like, I just want to play in my hair again. I want to run, you know, I just want to do all the quirky things with it. And so when I started to grow it back out, it just wasn't looking healthy. And I know you can say, well, you pay that close attention to your hair that when you're bald, that you know there's a difference. Yes, because I can only see a difference in the naps or the feel of it. Sometimes you can feel the texture. It can be too greasy, it can be too dry, it can be brittle. But you can also feel the difference in the way, you know, you react towards certain things. So like I said, this video is not going to go on for much longer, but I will tell you, concrete your own concoction because it works for you and only you. But whenever you use. If you take nothing away from this video, whether you don't want to use the vitamins, whether you don't want to drink the water, and you just want to do the oils yourself, please add water to your regimen or to your spray bottle. Every natural sister has a spray bottle. If you don't, get you one, because you can create a concoction. I should stop saying that because that could get okay. But I'm just so happy, and I hope you can tell, because I just feel good. I look good. Let me zoom in. Let me, you know, this hair is looking flawless. And it's only been a month. It's only been a month. So again, I will check back in with you guys a little later to show you guys how I've been doing, what's been going on. But I hope you took a lot from this video. And if you did, thumb it up, subscribe, leave a comment down below what you've been working on, with how's your natural hair been treating you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay tuned for the products, because I'll show you what they look like, just in case you want to use them yourself. Grow with me. Bye.